Hello, lovely friends and people. I just wanted to come on here and just say thank you. Thank you again so much for all of your support, all of your amazing questions, and all of your support on my campaign to get my book out there. So I just want to say thank you so much again. Um, if you did not see part 1 of the Q&A video, please go watch that because maybe some of your questions were already talked about on there, or maybe a question that you had that you didn't even get to speak, but you felt like you wanted to participate in the video, maybe represented in that video in some way, maybe something. There's usually pieces, if you're vibrationally drawn to something, there's probably something that you're going to resonate with there. That's the law of attraction. So definitely check it out. I do want to go back and just say thank you again by scrolling through some of these questions and just answering some of these questions, channeling as well, just anything that comes to mind. I'm just going to zoom through because there's so many here. I figured, typically what happens when I'm on these groups anyways is I open them up and then I just get shot at with so many different information, so much different information, so many different hits, right? Psychically, and I'm just like, I could just come on here and just do that, so I'm just gonna do that right now, and I'm scrolling as I speak with you. Okay. Apurva, I can see for you there is a split in your life path right now. This is a bit of a make or break for you this time in your life, okay? There's a fork in the road. Not to say that this opportunity will not present itself again, but it does take a lot of work to get back to that place sometimes. And it can take a lot of time for these opportunities to continue presenting themselves when we are not taking initiative, when we're not jumping on the opportunity that we know that we probably should be. What happens is we develop more resistance towards going after those things in the future. Every time it comes back, there's a reminder that you avoided this last time. So it's almost like a little bit easier to say no again, but what you don't realize is you're adding a little bit more oil, a little bit more rust, each time you say no until it gets really comfortable to say no, because you realize, you have survived saying no last time, you can survive it again. But what you don't know is when you are starving your soul, in that way, it does accumulate resistance over time. So definitely keep that in mind. There is something opening up for you, and there's a lot of potential, a lot of opportunity for yourself, your spirit, creatively, also in your just job-wise, work-wise, and most importantly, connection-wise, community-wise. It's going to be more people that reflect the consciousness that you now have developed, the consciousness that you now have accessed, and the consciousness that has brought you to groups like this and conversations like this with people like this, okay? So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Just scrolling through, just again. Lauren, general reading. She says, Lauren Elizabeth, general reading. Okie doke. So the first thing that comes to mind, I'm so glad I have my notebook here. So, Lauren, so look, there's a lot of potential and opportunity that's around you right now, but they are showing me that it is very clogged and it is not, you're not even able to recognize it or notice it, as much as they really believe that you should be noticing it, okay? And the theme here is connected with your family. So there's a lot going on here, a lot of enmeshment and a lot of confusion. What thoughts belong to me? What thoughts belong to mom? What thoughts belong to dad that are in my head? And in my family, siblings, those themes, those dynamics are clogging your perception majorly and big time. There are major cords that need to be rid of. Okay, we need to let go of these cords. And it's important to know when we're letting go of cords, I'm not saying don't ever talk to your family again. What people don't realize is, letting go of cords actually strengthens relationships a lot of times. Sometimes it gets rid of them, sometimes it strengthens them. Whatever is most healthy for you, letting go of these unhealthy cords enhances relationships many of the time. So I just want to say that too. It's not that family is bad, but that is definitely an indication. There's a lot that needs to be cleared up there, and it can't impact current relationships that you're in right now. Okay, so that is what they want me to say for you off the top. TL. Okay, TL. So TL, your aura, your primary aura color is violet. You left your photo here, and it's so lovely to connect. It's so lovely to see you. Thank you for sharing your photo. And I want to say, for what's coming for you, okay, it shows me a little bit of depression, okay? They show me this low period in your life where it's sort of like you're losing hope in yourself. And there's no need for that. The message that they have for you is that yes, there's opportunity. Yes, there's growth. Yes, there's happiness, bliss, and possibility out there for you. So where you're at in your life, you have established almost like a dual life where you have connections with these people who are extremely attuned to spirituality and energy work and all of that, right? You have a network of that, but you're actively choosing to continue to cultivate and develop sort of this other world of existence that, maybe you have a lot of attachment to, a lot of connection to. These are the people that you've grown with and loved with your entire life. This is not that, they're bad news. Again, it's not that they're bad, but you need to make more room for the people that have expanded you, the people that have opened your heart up in the latter part of your life, the people who have inspired you, the people who have made the world have more color, the people who have made life feel more vivid and more enhanced and make you feel more loved and like there's more possibility and like you're more than this life and this body. You need to understand and find your center and your equilibrium in that space, okay? You can still talk to your family and all of these other people that don't necessarily understand what you're doing, but you need to prioritize what you're expanding into in your life. And if you don't do that, you're always going to experience a discord and a dissonance with your true self and therefore your happiness and your well-being. There is a correlation between being your true self and being happy and in alignment with your freedom and abundance and joy and inspiration and possibility and love and good health as well, okay? Hugely. They want you to know, and they want me to tell you that there is so much happiness, there's so much prosperity, there's so much hope, joy, and ecstasy for you to still experience in your life, higher than you've ever experienced it before. But you need to prioritize that. You need to make that matter. And I know that you do, but you need to make that matter as much as what you have been committing to lately, okay? Commit to this space and surround yourself with those people, with those connections. Talk to those people. Reach out to that person that you're thinking of talk to them, connect, build relationships. It does bring life to ourselves and our beings in ways that does alleviate depression. Depression is just a discord from self, from alignment, from your truth, from your energy flow, the way your soul flows. And there is a way to realign that. And they want me to convey to you with passion that that is there for you, okay? So great to connect. Thank you, thank you. So I'm scrolling through and tapping into any new messages. So Dorette says, she left a photo. Thank you so much for the photo. Helps so much for just extra little bits that, I can detect in the field, etc., etc. So Dorette says, I want to quit my job because I'm ready for the next step. Dorette, I just want to say, you have a rainbow aura. So unique, so unique. So the rainbow aura is actually part of the crystal spectrum because it's actually a prism. It's incredible to me that there is even an aura. It feels like we're in a sci-fi movie sometimes when I think about this stuff, and we really do, you guys, because, okay, so the crystal aura is actually prismatic. Every other aura is sort of like an oval, and it's like an energy, and it's rounded out, and it just is a completely different structure than the crystal aura. The crystal aura is a prism. It looks like a crystal, right? So what's unique about the rainbow is that it has this crystal aura, but it has rainbow colors coming out of it. And they are very, very sensitive, very, very naturally psychic, very naturally balanced and centered hearts, okay? They can really, because they're rainbow, they kind of tap into various different energies, all different energies within the auric spectrums. They're able to master this a lot. They have a lot of creative gifts, a lot of creative talents. I'm just saying that because I don't talk a lot about the rainbows, and you are just so rare, Dorette. So I just wanted to use you just for that example, first of all. They do want you to lean into your creative job opportunity. Sometimes I hesitate to say that just because you want to make sure that a lot of people quit their job before they've already, established something for themselves to, walk into, and they're floundering as soon as they get out, and they realize that they just hated their job more than they loved their new idea, But what I do see for you is they do want you to move in the direction of this creative job opportunity. You're a very creative, artistic person and soul, and they really want, you to lean into this, you to believe in this, you to start sharing this, share it on social media, share it on this page, share it on your page. You're going to find so many people who fall in love with your work. They are ecstatic about you and what you have to offer. It is so unique, and there is so much love and passion and authenticity in your work and in your creations. So definitely move forward with that. If you feel like you need to quit your job in order to fully step into that, by all means. But if you've been doing it already while maintaining your job, then that's okay. But I do see that that job is expiring, your other job. So I just like to say all that before I get to that part of like, yes, okay, you are right, and your intuition is right that you're moving away from that and into this. But you have to put your whole heart into it, and definitely search your soul and search your psyche. What are you afraid of? and, identify those blocks and let go of them, because you need to follow and acknowledge and follow the impulse of the creative energy and inspirational energy that took you to this point in what you've already been doing in your work, okay? It's incredible. Thank you, Dorit, so much. Hi, Shalini. I have a message for you as well. She says, "Hi, Cody. I'd appreciate knowing my path ahead in life regarding self-identity and career." Okay, Shalini, you've been moderately successful in your career. That's what they're showing me. Like, you are pretty stable and steady, with that. You have a path that, is enough for you, right now, in the sense that they're not showing me like you are struggling and trying to, make ends meet. And that is certainly not your path, to struggle in that aggressive way. That being said, okay. So again, you guys will see me write. It's just me automatic writing. Sometimes information comes in so fast that what I like to do, especially when I'm doing these videos, I split my consciousness as a dual awareness, like a semi-conscious trance, where I am consciously communicating to you while I'm also writing down anything that they have me say and circling back to it, because sometimes it does come so fast, okay? Career identity, yes. You're definitely going through a major transition in your identity and in your career. You have been working, and that's great. But here, let's see here. Shalini, it's almost like I'm seeing you move into work actually around self-help and self-improvement in your own way, even maybe like your own writing or your own book or your own work or content in some sort of creative way that involves you and who you are, putting your heart and your authenticity into it, okay? And they're showing me like, this is a venture for you, because that is not like your personality type. You're like a worker, in the workforce, and this is a venture outward. And they do say there will be a time, a period of kind of searching and figuring out what you want to say and who you really are. And it's going to be a lot of digging deep, excuse me. It's going to be a lot of digging deep, and you may be attracted to, doing different. I mean, this is a recommendation, actually, to do work that helps deepen your sense of self, get to know who you are more. And it doesn't have to be aggressive stuff. They also are saying, like, a lot of people, sometimes I'm like, maybe you can try this ceremonial work or breath work, or some people it's like, have you tried ayahuasca yet? For you, honestly, if you just start like a basic meditation practice, that can be incredibly helpful for you. And I just want to explain why, because I have other people's attention right now. What meditation does is tune you into the consciousness, where the consciousness and the frequency that flows the ideas and epiphanies that we all have when we do our shadow work or self work and self-awareness work on ourselves. We all have those moments where we have like our light bulb moment, right? What meditation does is raise your vibration so that you are aligned with a channel that where those ideas flow to you with more ease, where it feels less difficult to conjure those aha moments, okay? It enhances your shadow work, it enhances all these things, and it feels counterintuitive when you're doing it at first. So don't feel bad if you leave that and you're like, well, this didn't work. Well, it did work. It just takes a lot of practice and commitment to be self-aware in the moment of how it is shifting you. You know, what's going to happen is like you're going to meditate, and then slowly you're going to realize that your day is always a little bit better after you meditate. Usually it's going, you know, you'll meditate and then randomly you'll be like, why do I feel called to like go rake the leaves right now? You know, you had no idea that was not what you were thinking your whole day, but you became a match to that thought. You shifted your vibration and you attracted that thought because you became a match to the frequency of that thought that brought you outside, that uplifted your mood, that brought you in a space where you did have that really great idea for yourself or your career or your family or whatever you've been stewing on. This is a message generally for everyone, just saying that part. But you know, you definitely have a lot opening up for you. You know, just follow joy, follow like what opens you up, follow your curiosity. That is key. Okay, follow your curiosity. It's going to pivot a lot for you in the beginning, and don't let that discourage you. Okay, remember, what you're following is not like an answer or a destination. It's just a feeling. Follow the feeling, and it's going to keep bringing you forward and forward and forward. Okay. Effie, okay, so I'm not reading your question yet, but you left a photo, and they're just talking about boundaries, okay? There are a lot of people, it might be difficult to maintain your boundaries right now. Like, it just feels like you're bleeding in and out of people's field. I can actually see it in your aura as well, and it can be very draining for you, literally energetically draining, the way we talk about, like, people who are sponges, you know, and it's just so draining. You have a lot, it's just like a lot happening around you. There's just like a lot of chaos and a lot of people, and it's just difficult, you know, to shed their energy from your field. Okay. Boundaries is what you really, really want to work on and prioritize. Okay. Even if it means shifting or moving spaces, you know, you have to create that space for yourself because it's going to drive you up the wall. You know, it's going to be very uncomfortable and just not a fun time. So definitely just keep that in mind. That was the message for you. Okay. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Um, IAUM. I just have a really brief message for you. Um, Safety, security, boundaries, feeling safe in your body. These are things that you really want to prioritize. Um, Basics, okay? Back to basics. You know, you have to make that time for yourself every day, you know? Connect to yourself, connect to your body, give your body love, do a little sacred ceremony, a little ritual every single day for yourself and your heart, and just do a little whatever you have to do, a little prayer, you know. It's just about connecting with yourself right now, connecting with your body, your heart, your mind, your emotions, okay? And just like do me a favor and just practice that at least once a day for a week, and then see how you're feeling after that. Um, Be easy on yourself. Take it easy. Don't move too fast, okay? Don't move too fast. Don't make decisions too fast. And just remember to breathe. Breathe, okay? Breathe deeply before you do anything. I used to do this thing when I was first starting out in this field called, I used to call it the with love movement. And this is the reason why I end all of my posts saying with love, Cody, to sign off. And the reason for that is because when I would say the whole idea behind it was saying with love before you do anything. So like, with love, I speak these words. You could say it in your head before you do anything. With love, I write these words. With love, I light this candle. With love, I think these thoughts. With love, I make this gesture. With love, I wave my hand. With love, I connect, with this person. With love, I drink this water. What it does is bring you into presence. It brings you into the present moment because you're calling on yourself to attune to the love in each moment. And when you do it with love and grace and gratitude, consciously, each moment, it really does bring you into your body, invite love and consciousness, focused energy of love in your body when you do that, okay? So the message for you is just back to basics, a lot of love, okay? Be really kind on yourself, and you do have indigo in your energy. You wanted to know that. Aquamarine also. Sorry, you left a long comment. I just want to read the extra portion that I could not see there. Okay. Yeah, this is same thing. I have the same message for you before reading the question as well. I think we might be good. I think we might have gotten most people. Now, there are a bunch of other questions just randomly on the page, on the Divine Creators with Cody Singh page in general that I might be able to look into. If there's anything just like pinging out at me, I just want to scan really quickly. We're already at 30 minutes, so I might not need to really go there. So it's mostly just a lot of people asking about auras or origins. So I'm thinking of just leaving that because this was just sort of a quick sort of channeling session I wanted to do with you guys. But thank you guys again. Like, this was such an amazing channeling experience. From part 1 to this one, talking about like everything that we chatted about here. I'm just looking through. I just want to see if there's anything extra. Okay, I'm getting carried away. I just kind of like want to give everyone a reading right now, but we're already at 30 minutes. So, I'll circle back, and, if I missed you, I'll probably get to you just directly on the Facebook group. But again, you guys, thank you again just for all of the support around this. It really has felt like a buffer. It feels like padding, navigating these like uncharted territories for myself. And just moving forward and taking chances, like it always feels easier when I share everything with you guys, and that's what I have learned. So thank you again. And I also wanted to say, oh gosh, I should have said this in the beginning because it was so exciting. I was so thrilled. I was just sending thank yous and doing the, thank you transmissions for everyone, and I totally forgot to mention that so I did surpass the, thanks to you guys, so much thanks to you guys, we have surpassed the minimum goal for the GoFundMe campaign for my book release, which is so incredible. That allows me to move forward with so much. There's still so much to work out, and there's so much still to put together. So, if you want to share that campaign or be a part of that at all, please do. I'll definitely link it here for you guys. If you feel called in any way to support in any capacity, sharing, just talking about it, creating a buzz, if you have the means to donate, it really does mean so much. I'm learning so much in this process that I really never anticipated, so thank you so much again, everybody, and sending you all love. I'm gonna continue doing more of these, so definitely, stay tuned, and I'll keep chatting through the comments. So just be on the Divine Creators with Cody Singh Facebook group, and also I'll be on YouTube as well, still doing videos on there, as well as Patreon, etc., etc. There's my podcast, you guys know by now, hopefully. Love you guys very much. Take care. Bye bye.